Hi folks, I'm with Michael McCook from Accountability Net, which is an accountancy firm not far from where I am. I have high regard for Michael because he is an innovative thinker. He's not a normal thinker for accountancy issues. And welcome, Michael. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, my wife says I'm not a normal thinker sometimes too. Nice to be here.
All right. Well, look, what we hear about is that you've got some concerns for small business and big businesses right now because the tax relief that they've had is actually about to expire. Is that correct?
Yeah. What I'm concerned about is I'm starting to see the numbers come through for 2021, which is the financial year in March 2021. So that's a period covering 1st of April 2020 to 31st of March 2021. And we're actually starting to see that a lot of businesses have really suffered during this period. Now, the government did some very smart things when it came out with its initial COVID response to basically get us through the initial stages of the pandemic, but I don't think they've gone far enough. And one of the things that they did was that they were allowing businesses to carry a loss back to a profit year. So, for example, in 2019, so that's the period covering April 2018 to March 2019, if a company had paid a taxable profit of say $160,000, they would have paid tax of about $52,800. So round it up, call it $53,000 for ease of conversation. One of the things the government did was it allowed companies to carry a loss back, which is an unusual rule. It's a new rule, but
normally it goes forward, doesn't it?
Normally it carries the loss forward, and it was a very smart idea. I actually think it was a great idea. So what would happen is that in the financial year ended March 2020, if that same company had made a loss of say $50,000,
which is likely through COVID.
Yes, yeah. Bearing in mind that 2020 financial year covers the period April 2019 to March 2020, so it doesn't cover all of COVID.
It's right in the middle.
It's just happening just before COVID really bit. So what the government did was said, okay, if you made a loss, you can carry that back. So say they made a $50,000 loss, they would be able to carry that loss back and get some of the tax that they paid back in 2019 back. So they would have got a refund of say $16,500. That would allow the business to prop themselves up nicely and help them to carry themselves forward, keep the staff on the books, which is what most companies actually did. Companies did the right thing. We now need to see the government do more to do the right thing by business.
So you're asking government to extend their period
loss carryback rules? Yep.
For how long?
Just another year, maybe another 2. And I'll give you an example. I know of industries that did exactly that. They made a profit in 2019 of $150,000. They paid say $50,000 in tax. They made a loss in 2020 and carried that back, got some refund. But in 2021, there actually is where people are really starting to hurt.
Yeah.
So the pain is actually happening now. And similar companies have made a loss of say $200,000 for March 2021. And I'm seeing these numbers come through.
So we're about to see a flood of this just about to hit the market.
Oh, look, I think the liquidators, I think we're going to see lots and lots of redundancies. We're going to see a lot of businesses go under this year unless there is more affirmative action to prop those businesses up. I don't think the government should be giving them money, but I think the government should be allowing them to claw back some of the money they have paid.
So tell me, Michael, would the likes of IRD see this information, know it's coming up, and know the pain that's going to be held? Or would the likes of, say, Xero or MYOB or whatever they might be, that they would see it, wouldn't they?
They would. And as a matter of fact, hearing a company like Xero do some of the big data analysis and start to spit out some numbers would actually be really beneficial, because I think tax policy needs to come from those sorts of organisations where they are actually getting access to the data. IRD's got the data, but they're always reporting in arrears. But even they can do some forecasting.
So Michael McCook is asking the Finance Minister, Mr. Robson, whether you would give some consideration to this. The other thing is he's proposing to Xero that they ought to do some analysis for the finance minister to prove his point right now, because from his perspective, and you're seeing businesses, we don't, and there's a hoop of them coming up. You're not the only accountant to tell me that in the last few weeks.
No, the problems are coming. The problems are coming now. All we've done is we've kicked the can down the road, but we haven't kicked the can far enough down the road to fix things.
Right.
And we can't keep kicking.
Yeah. I think the guy from Waterstone, he came to here as well and told me the exactly same thing. He told me that about 3 or 4 months ago. So a lot of businesses are going to crash because of that tax relief coming to an end.
Yes.
Thank you, Michael. Hopefully we'll get some traction through this video.
Excellent. Thank you.